What is going on, everybody? My name is Christian Robert, and on this channel we talk stocks, personal finance, wealth building, real estate, you name it, we'll talk it. And I am super excited for this video. If you follow my channel, I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, and I've really been trying to downplay it and not get too worked up over it and just let it happen when the time is right or when it's meant to be. And today was that day. My main portfolio, which is my dividend portfolio, hit $50,000 today. I'm speechless. I am so blessed and thankful, and obviously, I put in the hard work, so I deserve it. I earn it, but at the same time, it's like, it's very rewarding and humbling. And a little backstory. I've been growing this account along with my fiance because she has contributed a lot of money to this as well and really supported my vision for our future together, as far as building this massive dividend portfolio one day so that we can live off of it, aside of whatever else we're doing in our lives. So she deserves just as much credit as I do for this. But we have been actively growing this account since basically she told me she was pregnant with our first child, Noah, and he is turning 5 in July. So roughly 5 years we've been, having this account, and it started with $2,000. There was a lot of up and downs in this. There were other accounts I have that I lost a ton of money, but this one was, one that was always very conservative and dividend focused. And so let's just jump right into this. But as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So you've seen the thumbnail, so you saw we hit 50,000. I had to go directly to the holdings because I don't want you guys to see any personal information that could potentially harm me. But this is going from my largest holding to my smallest holding. I'm going to take you through and show you everything. I've been planning on this for a long time now. So if you follow my channel, you know that I talk a lot about my favorite stock, which is Realty Income, ticker symbol O. That is my largest holding, currently valued at $8,400. I am up 40.6% on this position, and it is paying a monthly dividend of, I believe, 22.5 cents per share per month. So I'm receiving around $25.50 every single month from this holding itself. I do a monthly dividend update video, but for anyone that's new, I've had a lot of new subscribers, so I'm trying to, fill you guys in. Next is LB, which is L Brands. It's a company that holds Victoria's Secret, Pink, Bath and Body Works. This is bittersweet for me. It's one of the stocks that I'm down the most on, 16%. I have, here it is, $6,700 currently. It is paying an attractive dividend at 4.3%. If you follow the company, you know that like 3 or 4 months back, they slashed the dividend in half, so it was a lot higher. I shouldn't have gone as aggressive as I did with this stock in particular, but this is basically my one oopsie stock, if you will. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy holding it, but this is definitely the riskiest in my opinion, and the one that if I could go back, I definitely would have only tossed like $2 or $3 grand into this and capped it off. Next, my third largest holding is IBM. I'm gonna have to speed up so this video isn't too long. IBM, this is a pretty new position for me, and I actually owe a little bit of margin still. I've been aggressively paying it off. I owed around $11,000 as of my last net worth update video, but I currently owe just shy of $6,000 now, so paying that off. IBM was a big reason why I took out that margin. It was at an attractive price, and I just had to capitalize on it. So I have an average price of $129. I'm already up 7.8%. I have $4,200 in it. Love this stock, believe in the future and the acquisition it recently did. Next is arguably my second favorite stock is Disney. I have $3,900 in it, up 7%. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a semi-annual dividend, which means every 6 months. So that kind of stinks that it's not quarterly. But you know what? I see many great things headed with this company. Next, we have Kmb Kimberly Clark. I basically bought this because I'm a father of 2, and I probably spent thousands of dollars in Huggies diapers in the past 4 or 5 years. So if I'm going to spend all that money in Huggies product, why not buy the stock of the company that owns Huggies, which is Kimberly Clark? $3,700, up 14%. Next, we have Pfizer, just a staple to the portfolio. It's a pharmaceutical. 13% profits, $3,200 at the moment. Next, we have Apple, $3,000, up 8%. Next, we have, let me scroll down a bit. I have a lot of holdings. Next, we have SPHD, which is a high yield, low volatility ETF. It pays monthly. I love it. It's probably one of the, a little backstory. I had Robinhood before I really focused on this account, and I had this was like my first holding in Robinhood way back in the day. I'm up just under 6%. I got $3,000 in it. Next, we have Gain, which is a Gladstone commercial real estate stock, $2,800, up 6%. Next, we have GIS, which is General Mills. This is also a very new position that I bought with margin. But you can see at the price that I had to take advantage of the prices it was at. So it's recovered. I'm up 18.9%, $2,600. I kind of view my portfolio differently. I've been trying to lean towards a very equal weighted portfolio, meaning it would be, in a perfect world, I would like all of my positions to have the same amount of capital in it. I'd really like to get all of my positions to 5,000 and then stop adding to that stock, and then either focus on a new stock that I believe in long term, or focus on a core stock, which is a stock like a top 5 or top 10 stock for me, where I plan on investing a lot more capital into it that really holds a big percentage of the portfolio. Next, we have APLE, which is Apple Hospitality, another real estate stock. I have $2,500 in it, pays monthly. I love this stock. Next is AT&T, only $1,800. I haven't been able to add to this. I'm down 11%. I really should be averaging down on this. Next, we have MO, which is Altria. They own Marlboro Reds, a bunch of cigarettes. $1,700 in this. I'm down 12%. With the recent acquisition of Juul and possible talks about investing in marijuana stuff. I believe in it long term. Next, we have PNC, which is a bank that I use for my personal and business accounts, and I have $1,200 in that. Next, we have Johnson & Johnson, a staple, $1,100. This definitely needs to be way higher on the list. Next, we have 3M, $1,000. I believe I also bought this on margin, up 10%. So, when I see a value, I have to act on it. If I use some margin, so be it. I'll pay the fees monthly, but I will pay it off. So some people don't like margin. That's perfectly fine. Next, we have Pepsi, $800. Definitely needs to be a top 5 stock for me. KO, Coca-Cola. I believe in both companies. Pepsi and Coca-Cola own a ton of variety of businesses like Fritos, Lay's chips, etc., Tropicana. Next, we have Ford. This is one of the oldest holdings in the portfolio. This is actually a stock that I was buying for one of my kids, but at the time I didn't have an account set up for them, so I was buying it in my account. So I don't even really consider this one mine. Eventually, when I figure out how, I will transfer this over to my son's account. Next, we have Kraft Heinz. I'm down 37%. It has been brutally beaten up. but I bought a couple of shares recently to average down. And then next we have BTI, which is another cigarette company. I'm not afraid of owning some sin stocks, so some people might not like that. $400. Next we have Caterpillar, $300. HD, Home Depot, $300. HBAN, which is Huntington Bank, a much smaller bank. I love it with the attractive dividend, 4.4%. ABBV, which is AbbVie, $240. PSA, $227. And finally Switch with $100. And it doesn't show. And so here you can see with the margin, I have $55,000 invested, but of my own money, I hit $50,000 today. I'm just very blessed and very thankful for having a partner by my side that really believes in the vision that I have for our future finances. And to have so an average dividend yield in my portfolio is right around 5%, so that's really good for me. Obviously I'm pretty heavy in real estate stocks, and they tend to have higher dividends, so keep that in mind. But this video is already way too long. I just wanted to share my portfolio with you since I hit this big milestone. But as always, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.